So we're here at the Novi courthouse. We are live. Live. Hello, how we doing? Oh, I'm not ready to come in yet. My date or the time I'm supposed to be here isn't until 11. So is Lauren here today?
I'm sure she's here. Who can I say is asking?
My name is Josh.
Josh?
Yeah.
She's expecting you, I take it?
Well, I talked to her over the phone. I'm recording. I'm live right now.
I need you to step out of the building then, sir. You can't record in this building.
Well, she told me.
Sir?
Yes, sir?
I'm going to ask you one more time. You're going to have to step out of the building. This is not a building you can record in.
I can record where?
You can't record in this building, sir.
Well, that's what we discussed over the phone. Can you maybe send her out or?
Building.
Okay.
You can record anything you want outside.
Okay. I can record anything outside.
Sir, step out of the building.
Okay. Well, I have a court date at 11.
All right, I'll go get you the court date.
Okay.
We'll tell the judge you're here.
Okay, appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Sit out there and I'll tell this Lauren.
Yeah.
You have an appointment with? I'll tell her to come out and speak with you.
Yeah, if you could, I'd appreciate that.
Now I need you to step out of the building.
Okay, I'll be happy to step out of the building. I don't know why you're getting so angry.
Sir, I'm only going to ask you one more time.
Okay,
Step
well.
out of the building. Recording is prohibited in this building.
Okay, well.
It's posted on the door.
I see that it's posted on the door. I understand that. But you guys don't need to get closer to me. If you guys are going to, do something violent to me, I'll do whatever you tell me to
I'll
do.
ask you once.
I don't know how many times he's got to ask you.
Okay, well, I'm explaining to him what my situation is.
And he just told you there's no recording inside the building.
There's-
It's posted on the door.
I see that it's posted on the door. I see that. I understand that.
If you continue to remain in the building, you'll be arrested for trespassing. You understand that?
Well, under threat of arrest, I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
Then step
Step out
outside.
of the building.
Jeez, oh, Pete's. Well, that's exactly what's going on. Hello, anybody that's watching? These guys already seem kind of angry and perturbed at me. So we got somebody else. Coming that's gonna record as well. So, what are they gonna do when there's two of us recording? They're gonna tell us we can't come in and can't record. Well, then we can't do this proceeding. We can't do this proceeding if I'm not allowed to record it. So, we are gonna have a recording the entire time. Threats and violence is the only way these people. It's the only thing that gets people to comply are threats and violence. Brandy, why am I doing this on Dawn's phone? Well, because my phone is not picking up audio for some reason. So I had to do this on Dawn's phone. And I have to go live because these people like to try to do violent things to you. I mean, it's pretty simple. These people like to do violent things to you, and they like to beat you up. They like to do all that sort of stuff. So, I don't appreciate when people try to do violent things to me. You know what I mean? I'll comply with whatever the hell they want me to comply with if they're going to do violent things to me. You know? These are the guys that do violent things to other people, not me. I have no desire to do anything violent to anybody. But just like it's perfectly legal for me to record out here, and it's lawful, by the way. Legal and lawful are two different things. But it's perfectly lawful and it's legal for me to record out here. So I don't understand what the issue is. I talked to Lauren about this. I told her I was going to be bringing a live streaming camera with me. So I don't know what. Well, I do know. These guys operate under violence and threats. That's all they know is violence and threats. When the only tool you got is a hammer, you tend to look at the world as a nail. So, it's the only reason people pay money. It's the only reason people do anything is under the coercive threat of violence, backed by the barrel of a government gun. This is why I have live recordings. You know? That guy right there. And that guy right there. They know nothing but violence. Violence is the only thing that they understand. So, you know, they don't need to get close to me. They can stay the hell away from me. Hello, how are you? Are you Lauren?
Yes.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
I'm good.
You were very friendly over the phone. Those guys aren't friendly as friendly.
So, like I told you on the phone,
Okay.
unfortunately, we can't let you record inside the courtroom. It's
Okay.
Inside the courthouse. So while
They
you're
do in
sitting-
Pontiac, though.
And unfortunately, they won't do that here. That's just our rule. So if you.
But
if you
who's
wish
making
to
that
sit-
rule?
Well, it's not me. I wish I would make
Okay, well, we need to find out the name of the person that's
So-
making that rule so we can kind of clarify, like, how we can get around it.
So this is what we're gonna do.
Right.
So it's early, which is good. that
Yeah, because I
So-
came down here because I knew these guys are going to act crazy and, you know, I mean, they operate through violence is what it is. They operate through violence. That's the only reason I'm here.
Your court is not until 11. So
Right.
if you want, you can have a seat out here.
Yeah.
And then once your court starts, if you want to come in just a few minutes before 11. You
Well,
don't
I'm
have to start
still,
until
the only way I'm waiving my rights is if they threaten me with arrest. That's the only way I'm going to waive my
They're not
rights.
going to threaten you with arrest because you're not going to be placed under arrest because you have no.
Okay, but how do I get through those metal? Somebody could go open that back door for me, and I could go into the court.
No,
That's fine.
everybody-
I'd let you I'd let you strip search me, Lauren,
Oh well.
to make sure I don't have weapons on me.
I mean,
Would you like to search me
I
right now?
can't search you, but
Would
I-
you
yeah,
like to
they
search me right now?
me to search
Well,
you.
yeah, they want to lay hands on everybody. They love laying hands on
But
people.
this is what we can do. We can go at 11.
Okay.
And then
But I'm not gonna stop recording. I'm not.
Well, then they won't let you in.
Okay, so then are we gonna have this proceeding or not? I'm here.
They won't let you in because you have to come into the courtroom to have the proceeding. So your
Okay,
options,
I
you
have a
two
First
options.
Amendment. I have a First Amendment right to press.
Here's
So
the thing: you'll have two options. You can come in and stop recording and speak to the judge
Okay.
about it, or if you don't come in, it's going to say that you missed your hearing. And
well, I'm here, but I'm here, and we're on live video right now saying that I'm
you
here.
have to be inside the courtroom.
Oh, you have to be inside the courtroom. Well, how do we go in there without me waiving my rights?
You have to stop recording.
So then
We'll see you in there at 11.
Well, excuse me, wait. If they're gonna threaten me with arrest, then I'll do whatever they tell me to do. She doesn't like that one bit. Brandy, why are you calling the phone? I can't talk to you right now. Dude. I understand I ruined your Twitch game or whatever it is, but this is like people threatening to do violent things to me. Nobody's threatening you with violence. So why would... Dawn, your voice has gotten deeper. Yeah, my voice has gotten a lot deeper. Let's just see if we can do some interviews until the time I'm supposed to be in court. We'll do some interviews, and we will see how many other people are under the coercive threat of a government gun to do whatever these people tell you you have to do. See, right now they're wondering, like, how do we get this guy? How do we get him to stop recording so we can do violent things to him? That's what they did in Pontiac. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, I got somebody else coming. I got, you know, some other backup coming to record. So I can probably kill this recording, but we're gonna see what they want to do. You know. So if they're going to arrest me, I will do whatever they tell me to do. I will jump up and down. I will, you know, do the chicken dance. I'll do whatever they tell me to do. I already offered Lauren. She can search me for weapons. I have no weapons. The only weapon I have, I shoot in 1080p. That's what I shoot in. I shoot in 1080p, and we'll get to the truth of this. So, but we're early. We are early. You know. And then they're going to try to claim that that gives them jurisdiction over you because you're here. Like, look, the piece of paper says to come, and you're here, therefore we have jurisdiction. But we're going to push the jurisdiction issue as well. So those guys are all in there plotting. Like, how do we like make it seem like we're not going to threaten him with violence for doing what he has the right to do? I have the right to document this. So we're going to... They brought this on themselves. They can dismiss this case right now. They can dismiss it with no controversy. There is no victim. There is no crime. They can dismiss this. They are going to have nobody demanding justice from them. right? Hello. How we doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, pretty good, thanks. Do you get in there without having to be searched?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had that right. Have a good one, man. Some people have rights and some people don't. I thought we all had these rights. That's what I thought. I thought we all had the right to be free from searches and be free from all this bullshit. But apparently we do not. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, oh hey, only one person watching at this point. Nobody wants to hear my rambling. We are here. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, nobody's watching now. I might as well kill this live stream so it doesn't get too long, but we're gonna come back to this. So I'm gonna kill this live stream right now. We'll be back. Hello. How are you doing? We got MCC coming. Oh man, it feels good. Hey!
Gotta love the sign that says unauthorized vehicles towed roads.
Yeah.
Any motherfucking citizen is authorized.
Right. This is public fucking property. Oh, we got backup. We got MCC in the house. So these people, for anybody who doesn't know what MCC is, he got a police chief fired because the police chief tried to violate his rights. And then the police chief quickly figured out that that's a quick way to get your ass fired and out of a job. So, well, I shouldn't say that. The chief of police wasn't really fired. He was already retiring. And they just basically gave him an early retirement and took a little bit of his pension away, from my understanding. So, you know, it wasn't really, you know, like a punishment, if you will. It's almost like they gave that guy a gift and let him retire early. But, you know, we're going to see what happens when we come in here. I think exercising is fun. What do you think?
Absolutely.
I think exercising our rights, and Brandsburg versus Hayes gives you the right to press, even if you're an individual.
Yeah.
Good thing we got these case laws too to establish that we have that right, huh?
Hold on a minute. Let me see if I got my press pass.
Did you do one up with crayon? I want to do one up with crayon, just. And then just on the back of it have Brandsburg versus Hayes and have the case law.
Right.
For anybody watching, we got backup coming. We got a backup cameraman coming. So I'll even make concessions if they're worried. Hey, if they're worried about people's privacy or like witnesses and everything, I'll wait to be the last case that's called. Just so that I don't have to violate anybody's privacy.
I have an actual press badge.
Nice. Nice.
See what they think of that shit.
Oh, they're probably not going to like it one bit. I already called them ahead of time and told them I was going to be live streaming when I was here, and I was going to bring a recording device. They said, "Well, you can't record inside the building." I was like, "Well, you know."
Bullshit.
Right. I was like,
court says you can.
right. I was like, and the Pontiac court does. The Pontiac court live streams, so I know it's not a law. So, because, you know, of course, that's what they're going to go to first is, oh, it's against the law. No, it's not. I know it's not. Because they live streamed my last court proceeding.
This is what, 52nd-1.
Yes, 52-1. So I'm pretty sure I'm already going to be dealing with an angry judge, or quote-unquote judge. They're still public servants. I only got one person watching. My mother-in-law is probably the only one watching right now. And just so my one person audience knows, you have the right to, you have my permission to film me if we go in there. I will waive my right to privacy. It's funny, they care about the right to privacy, but they don't care about your right to be free from searches, and they don't care about your right to have the freedom of press. They don't care about those two rights. They're only worried about privacy. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because you'll expose the corruption and expose the coercive threat of violence. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. So, appreciate you coming, man.
Not a problem. I gotta go out here and get a picture of this fucking sign. It's so ridiculous.
Well, you know, it's funny because they put up those barriers right there. Right. Because people are, you know, they're worried about people like crashing cars into the building.
Yeah, you used to be able to drive right up.
Right. And, well, my, they're like, whoa, what are they doing? Uh-oh, we got cameras. Hello. How we doing? Good, thank you. But the reason they got these barriers up, do you think anybody would be crashing cars into the lobby if all they were doing was bringing justice here? You know? You wouldn't have to have any of this if they were just, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. You wouldn't need any of that. What's going on?
Tell everybody who you are.
Oh, I'm Broken. Josh, got a court date today, and we're just trying to exercise some rights, especially our right to, you know, free press, and also our Fourth Amendment right to be free from searches and seizures. So, you know, the search at the front of the building, which is a metal detector, you know, let's just be honest, they're searching for weapons. And so
masks required?
Oh, I didn't notice that sign. Ooh, masks are required. I don't have a mask, so maybe they'll just dismiss this this court proceeding, because they could dismiss it with no controversy. There's no victim. There's nobody here that's going to be claiming that, you know, we need to have this court proceeding.
Just to, you know,
just in case?
just
okay.
in case they want to get stupid.
All right. Right. So, let's see what the sign says. No weapons, no audio, video recording, photographing, or live streaming in the courthouse without required permission. Well, I called up to get permission. Well, actually, you don't really need permission. You just do it, and they can't stop you unless they want to violate your rights. So what are they going to do? Are they going to violate my rights, or are they going to allow me to do this? That's their choice. Oh, hold on, I got an answer from my woman. Dawn was calling me. She doesn't want me recording on her Facebook. I wish we had thought about that earlier. And look at that, no audio, video recording, photographing, or live streaming, oh, thank you, in the courthouse without required permission. So I just asked them for permission twice. I've already called and asked for permission.
A public meeting
As allowed by the Open Meetings Act.
But any court proceeding is public.
You would think, right?
So, I mean, technically.
Listen, I'm even willing to give them concessions and say, you know what, I don't want to violate anybody else's privacy. I don't want to violate, you know, like if you have a, you know, an abused wife that's testifying against her abusive husband. I understand she doesn't want to be on camera, you know, so I'm even willing to concede that. So I'm willing to wait until the very last case to be called.
Well,
so there's
Supreme Court ruling did say that you can't record other citizens within the courthouse without their permission.
Without their permission? Well, the rules always get blurrier and blurrier, don't
So
they?
you could like just shove it in your pocket,
Right.
So it's still
Yeah, I'd be right. I'd be willing to do
until
just
you get called up.
right. I'd be willing to do just an audio only recording. You know what I mean? So, all right. Let me.
Courthouse without required permission.
Yeah. So we're just gonna see where we're at. I'm just waiting right out there to see what they say. You know, obviously, if they're going to issue a bench warrant or threaten me with arrest, I'll do whatever they tell me to do. You know, I'll hop up and down. I have no weapons. I'm not here. This is the only thing I bring with me. So, you know, no violence, no intent to do any harm to anybody else. I don't operate that way. So, and then this gentleman, he's media. So, you know, he has a YouTube channel. I already called ahead and asked them for permission to just record my own proceeding.
Which you were denied.
Well, they didn't exactly deny it, but you know, I don't want to violate anybody's privacy or anything like that. So,
But
you know.
we've been told once that you're not allowed to be inside the building recording.
Okay.
This is the second time now that you've been in the building recording. So I don't know how many times you're going to give.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I'm the court administrator.
Hi, court administrator.
Turn that off.
Okay, well, I can go out here.
Okay,
Let's
you
just.
have to be completely all the way out of the building.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then. Hi, how are you?
Good.
All recording has to happen completely out of the building, and of course you can imagine people here want
Their privacy
Their
respected?
privacy.
Okay, why do you think they have that rule? Do you think it's for privacy?
Yeah, I'm not going to be recorded. Unfortunately, you can't record me. I'm not giving you permission to record me.
We're out in public, man. We're not in the building.
Right.
You still have to have my permission to record
Nope,
me.
sure don't.
Okay.
Not outside in public.
So if they're going to threaten me with arrest, I'll do whatever they tell me to do.
Jeez, they just don't know the law.
They don't, and this is where you would expect them to have the you know the most understanding
I'm not
of the
causing
law.
trouble, local six. I'm just out here exercising.
Right, we're exercising rights. First Amendment right, Fourth Amendment right. I mean,
Yeah, you gotta tell it when you're actually going on, for sure.
I mean, why do they throw up so many objections to being recorded? This is supposed to be the place for truth. This is where you're supposed to get to the truth of the matter. Look, and they have a camera that's right up there. They have a camera that's right over there.
Exactly. The Supreme Court
So-
changed the rules. So inside the courthouse, you can't record citizens without their permission. But government employees are totally
It's
available.
right now they're wondering, what do we do? Like, what do we do, guys? Like, what do we do? Hello.
Outside.
Hi, how we doing? Hello.
So that lady that said you couldn't record her, I'm recording her right now through the window. Nothing they can do about it. They don't understand the laws that they're supposed to be protecting.
And this is the place where they should have, the clearest understanding.
Should.
I would think. I mean, I might be wrong on
Where
that.
we at? We are right
We're in Novi.
there at the 52nd-1st District Court.
Hello. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good. See, and I'll turn away from private citizens or private
He
citizens.
wants to tell you what he's going to court for. That's up to him.
Oh yeah, this is for driving with expired license. My license expired, and You know, just don't have any desire to license through the state anymore. That's how they send you bills in the mail. They constantly send you bills in the mail, and they try to extort money from you. You know, so I do have what they call an affidavit of status, and I did prepare an affidavit of status, which basically works as an ID. It works as an ID. It says, this is who I am, and I don't need your permission. So, you know, I brought the affidavit of status with me. It's notarized. And so we're here really under the coercive threat of a government gun. That's what we're here for, is the coercive threat of a government gun. Because if I don't do what they tell me to do, they send people to do violent things to me. And I don't like just giving the bully my lunch money. So, you know, I could go pull all the Supreme Court decisions too about...
Michigan Supreme Court recently changed the rules on recording in the courthouse.
They did. They
I
did.
believe it became active January 1st, I think.
I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, the Michigan Supreme Court even ruled that you are allowed to have your cameras and you are allowed to record in lobbies. I think they just said no live streaming. So I don't understand why. What is the difference between taking a video and live streaming? They're the same thing.
Well, I think the difference is with the live streaming, someone that is looking to harm someone that has to be here at court.
Yeah, you know what? They might have.
To
Yeah.
see that live that they're here. And
Right.
then
But if somebody's
act accordingly.
right, but if somebody's wishing to do harm on somebody, they could still stand out here and record.
Absolutely.
Right? So it really doesn't, you know, so logically, I don't see the, I don't follow the logic because, like I said, logically, you know, that somebody could still stand out here, do the exact same thing. And then, so what are they going to do? Get people to stop recording in public? That's not going to happen. The live streaming cameras are here. The technology isn't going away.
I'll come to
So-
Farmington. Yeah, I might be over there later.
Farmington Hills might be fun. Again.
I need to see if that piece of crap chief is going to come talk to a citizen or not.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't the other day. They flat out told me, "Oh, you don't come out and talk to me."
I love on that phone call I did when shortly after you you know, got out of there. I love on the phone call that I did with them. The guy was pretending like he didn't know anything about the incident, and then like 2 minutes later in the phone conversation, oh yeah, we did have a gentleman come through here. It's like, how do you forget that, dude? Like, how do you forget it? And then it, oh man.
Alrighty then, Ellie. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but
It might be the fake Ellie. I don't know.
the fake Ellie.
Yeah, there's a fake Ellie running around too, and the fake Ellie kind of goes and trolls people and stuff like that. I think it's funny, to be perfectly honest. The fake Ellie trolled me, and I thought it was hilarious. I really did. She told me something about Schrodinger's cat would, you know.
Yeah, that's what this person's saying.
Yeah, it's all about Schrodinger's cat. Hey, how we doing?
Good.
Hello.
I don't know.
Hi, Leah, if you're still watching. Vanessa. Oh, Vanessa's standing with me. I appreciate you, Vanessa, if you're still here. There's only one person watching, so I don't know the one person that's watching.
50 watching.
50 are watching? Uh-oh. See, I'm just the little fish in the pond. I'm just a little fish in the pond. I can't go live on YouTube either. But something's wrong with the mic on my phone. It doesn't pick up the audio, which really is kind of, doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't help me. So I've got my woman's phone today, like I texted you. And so, I mean, we'll get this going. We'll figure this out. I mean, I'm here at 11, like they said, you know. Now
They're not going to let you in with your camera?
well, it doesn't appear that way. So I don't have a First Amendment right, and I don't have a Fourth Amendment right, apparently. So, unless, like I said, if they threaten me with violence, I'll do whatever they tell me to do. I'll jump up and down.
Yes, Daniel, I've done all of it.
Hello. Pretty good. How are you, man? The beehive is buzzing, though. I can tell you that right now. The beehive is buzzing. They don't like me already. They're like, oh, we got a guy here saying he has rights.
Oh, look, there's a butt can. That means open smoke.
Yes. You might want to go in there and get their permission first, though. You might want to ask them if it's okay. Hey, how we doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks. Oh, man. Look, they're all in there talking. They're all, hey, how do we get this guy to waive his rights without making it look like we're threatening him? Man, how do we do it? Well, you don't do it. Yeah, we're filming. Until my court proceeding is done, but why are you concerned about being on camera? Oh, I'll turn the camera away from you, man. Go ahead. Yep, I'm shooting that way.
I can't be on camera, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine, man. Hey, perfectly understandable. I'm not here for you. I'm here to record what happens in here.
Yeah.
So, you got no worries, man. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Yeah, I won't record you if you don't want to.
We just moved here.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a good attorney's name?
Do I have a good attorney's name? I show people how to beat nonviolent victimless charges if there's...
He has a driving while impaired.
Driving while impaired, they have no jurisdiction.
And he's going to jail for 93 days, and he's the sole breadwinner for our family.
Is that today?
No, he's got to come back in 3 weeks. We move into our apartment tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
And we just moved up here from Alabama.
Okay.
And so, I don't have a job.
Yeah.
He's working 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And
So that'll be devastating to your family, right?
yeah, it's
I feel for you. I mean, the one thing, I take law classes, and the one thing
I'm just asking if you know of an attorney.
of a good attorney,
Because we just had a public defender today, and he was decent.
Was he? Well,
Or whatever.
public
He
defense.
was decent, but
Hi. Yes. Yes. I'll be happy to talk to you after this. Yes, ma'am.
I can talk to you, but I can only talk to you if you step in here and stop recording. Would you like to talk to me or not?
Well, I don't want to waive my right. Are they going to arrest me?
No, you will not be arrested in this space right here. I just want to...
No, what I'm saying is if I come in there and record, will I be arrested?
Yes.
Oh, I will? So then I have to waive my First Amendment right?
I'm not gonna... I'm just asking you if you'd like to speak to me about your case. I just talked to the judge.
They could dismiss it with no controversy.
Alright, so you...
Well, if they're going to threaten me with violence, I will do whatever they tell me to do.
No, nobody's gonna threaten you with violence.
Well, then I'll leave.
I get... Okay.
And right?
Your case is set
Okay.
for 11 a.m.
Right?
to see Judge Reed.
I'm here at 11 a.m.
In order
I was
to
here
see
before.
In order to see Judge Reed's per court order, you have to stop recording inside the building.
Per court order, I have to stop recording inside the building.
Would you
Well,
like to come in?
But I don't like doing anything without a recording. And I don't like to waive my rights. I mean, I will if they threaten me. If they threaten me with arrest, or they threaten me with violence, or threaten to issue a bench warrant, I will gladly...
I can't assist you. You have a court date at 11. That's all I can tell you.
Right. So if I'm telling you, I will comply.
I came to try to help you out, but we're all set then.
Are they going to issue a warrant for my arrest? Uh-oh. Oh, sorry. I didn't... You see, that's how they work, though. It's like they threaten you. It's all threats. It's all threats. It's like, we are going to threaten you. And then she just said that they're not going to threaten. See, they're closing the blinds, too. Why are they so afraid of cameras and accountability? Why do you think? Why do you think?
I mean, that I don't know.
Did your husband hurt anybody? No? So should he have to pay money to the state?
I mean, I understand paying.
I'm of the opinion that your husband shouldn't have to pay these people a dime. I don't think they should be able to do anything violent to him either if he hasn't hurt anybody.
He did.
Right. So why are these people threatening him with violence?
They let him out after 30 minutes.
What's that?
They let him out after 30 minutes.
In jail?
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion if he didn't hurt anybody, they shouldn't be.
They had to arrest him, and I understand that because
Yeah.
I couldn't drive the car.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a gray area. It definitely is a gray area. You know, like driving. Obviously, don't drive, you know, intoxicated or impaired, right? So, you know, I would tell him like, don't endanger the community like that, right? So it's a gray area, but he didn't hurt anybody. Is the bottom line, right? Hell,
Bye,
bye.
sweetheart.
But the bottom line is he didn't hurt anybody. He could have, but he didn't, right? So, oh, here, we'll point the camera away from that dude too.
Yeah, they took the, I called his ex-stepmother and she took me home.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to jail and she went to pick him up and brought him up. Like
Right.
it was that quick. Like,
Right.
They let him OR and drove out.
Was that his first time getting stopped?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We've only lived here since July.
Right. So if that's his first time getting stopped, I'm of the opinion that you let somebody off with a warning, and then, you know, hopefully they're smart enough to take Ubers or, you know, have designated drivers.
And it was under the legal limit.
Yeah.
Michigan Court Rule 8-115.
Oh, pardon me. Michigan Court Rule what?
8-115.
For what?
Recording in the courthouses.
We can record in the courthouses?
That's what it says.
Oh, man.
Local 6 just looked it up.
Uh-oh. Well, we have a problem then. We have a problem.
Like I said, you can't record the citizens in there, only the employees.
Well, then I will gladly kill this, and I'll gladly do an audio recording. Here, let me go in there and let them know that. Would you mind just having the camera here in case they decide to try to do anything crazy? Say, like, if they're going to threaten me with arrest or issue a bench warrant, I will do whatever they want me to do. You heard me say that, right?
Hello, Rebecca. God, what's up? You do not like accountability.
I don't know why. I don't know why. How we doing, guys? Good, thank you. We're just members of the press trying to figure out what's going on in here.
Exactly. I got my press back.
Yeah. I'm.
There.
Well, I told him I was going to be bringing a live streaming camera. I already told him this, so... Oh, look at them in there. They're looking up the laws. They're looking up the laws. Well, that guy's already got his gloves on, so he's probably ready to go hands-on. I'm not going to resist anybody. I'm not going to resist them. If they want to throw me in jail, then, you know, that's on them. If they want to throw me in jail. I'm of the opinion that I have done nothing wrong. I've caused no loss, injury, or harm. They should just be leaving people the hell alone is what they should do. But they don't get it. They don't understand that if you just leave people alone. Just leave me alone. You won't have this. You brought this on yourself. Well, regardless what happens with your husband, ma'am, I wish you the best, and I hope, I just, yeah. I hope he takes Ubers from now on, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot less expensive than this crap.
The reason that he swerved is we were arguing in the car.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he swerved.
Yeah,
You know,
well-
I mean, we've been drinking. And,
Well, but what these people do to enforce that, it still doesn't make it right. These people are here to steal your money. That's what they're here for. They're here. They're here to steal your money.
My old man said, he said, all it is.
It's all about
is
money.
a money racket.
Yes,
And he
it's
said-
an extortion
and
racket.
He
It's,
said, so I'll just get my fucking time in jail.
and listen, if they
Ain't be
didn't,
done of it.
yeah, and if they didn't have the coercive threat of a government gun, they wouldn't. Nobody would listen to them. Nobody would do a damn thing they said, right?
So my old man, I mean, he's gonna do a little bit of time in jail and about a month, which isn't much because you get, you know, I mean, he's got 93 days, so it'll be.
But is it right?
75.
If he didn't hurt anybody, is it right?
No, it's not. I didn't say it was. I never,
Yeah, right,
I
right.
never said it was right, but
Yeah.
he's,
I'm on your side, by the way.
he's not gonna pay to go get drug tested.
Right.
And have them send it off for his levels to go down for THC because it's
Yeah.
legal in the state of Michigan.
It is. Well, and whether it's legal or whether it's not, we're grown-ass people. We're grown-ass people. I don't care what intoxicants you want to put in your body. You have every right to do that.
But he didn't hurt nobody.
Exactly. If you don't hurt anybody, these people have no right interfering in your life. And that's what I'm here for, and that's
All
what...
they did was pull us over. Pull
Yeah.
us over. All right.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay.
Well, that's what this gentleman does, too. That gentleman right there that's filming, he got a chief of police fired because they tried to violate his rights. It's Corona, Michigan. If you if you're interested, you could go look it up. Yo, yo.
Someone just posted the phone number to this place.
Uh-oh. Hey, how we doing, guys? Did you guys have to go through the metal detectors?
Yep.
You did? How'd you get through there with your guns? How'd you guys get through there with your guns?
Hey, technically that Supreme Court ruling means they can't have cameras in there either.
Oh, man. Oh, they're going to have to take these cameras down. They're going to have to take that one down. They're going to have to take that one down.
I mean, if they want to be technical.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if they're going to make the rules, they might want to follow the rules too. But we all know we make the rules. Might makes right, and we got the guns, we got the resources, we got the manpower, we got the weapons. You don't do what we say or else.
So yeah, don't anybody look at Winston's comment and use that phone number. Don't anybody do that.
Yeah, we wouldn't want anybody to redress their grievances with their government.
That's right, those are the masks that I was handing out. You're correct, I still got 3 or 4 of them.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if people wanted to call and be respectful and say, why don't you honor that man's rights to free press and that man's Fourth Amendment right and just let him come in there without having to be searched. If somebody wanted to make a respectful phone call,
Right?
I would be all for that, but this is your live stream, so you can tell your audience what you want them to do. If anybody's watching me and you want to call the Novi court, hello, how we doing?
See you next time, Chuck. See you, Michael.
Well, this looks like a public defender.
No, those came from me. I bought a 10-pack of them.
I'm all for somebody calling and being respectful to this courthouse and saying, hey, why are you trying to violate that man's rights? Because those are your rights too, guys. These are all of our rights. So, never.
You could always go say, hey, all right, tell the judge to come out here into public space.
There we go. Yeah, because
I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. He can conduct court wherever he wants to.
That's right. You're here at the courthouse like you're supposed to.
Hey, how we doing?
I'm great.
Well, seeing the attorneys in all their nice fancy suits and their fancy cars and all that stuff, they're making plenty of money off this racket that they got going on. I'm not saying you don't have
Wow, so that attorney just came outside and then he walked back in and walked right through that metal detector and I saw the red lights go off.
uh-oh. That
He
means
just kept right on going and the deputy waved him through.
some people have rights and some people don't.
Yeah.
So I'm of the opinion that our public servants should have less rights than we do.
I mean, he could have come out here and somebody could have passed him a bomb or
Right?
a gun.
Yeah,
and he would've
exactly.
went back in there with it.
Exactly. And they've got unlawful signs we've already brought to their attention. Should we let them know we'll be back in a week or two to make sure they take down their unlawful signs? I mean, I might do it just on my own, but
I'm sure that there's people doing that right now.
so the whole the beehive is buzzing right now. They're like, oh my God, how do we get out? We have to threaten this guy with violence, otherwise he's not going to do what we say. How do we threaten the violence? Oh, if he comes in this lobby, then they can threaten me with the violence and there's no record of it. That's what it is. So, but look at it. There's room in this world for, for skilled attorneys that deserve to be paid a decent amount of money, but not over nonviolent victimless crimes.
Those masks suck, don't they? Headache, I'm sweaty, I don't like it.
Are you an attorney?
Yeah, makes it hard to breathe.
You're an attorney? Well, I don't think you should have to wear that mask, sir. Oh, yeah, if you want to, then go for it. If you want to, go for it. I'm not trying to impose my will on somebody else.
You can tell when he took that off, he was having labor breathing.
Yeah, and that's why, and that's why these mask things, the masks are just silly. I mean,
they are. Cause
I wonder if they're reporting.
If you can fart and it goes through your underwear and your pants,
right,
and you can still smell it,
right?
Then that mask ain't doing
yeah,
shit.
and a virus is smaller than the particles that get.
Exactly.
So it's like, I wonder why aren't they doing news stories on people that wore their masks and still got sick?
Yeah, right.
Right? I mean, a lot.
Broken system went in. I stayed out.
I went into the lion's den. Yeah, well, that's true. That is true. Listen,
Well, most of the time. No,
I mean, well, and I'm going to introduce my opinion. So if your audience hears my opinion, this has no reflection on you whatsoever. But I'm of the opinion there's officers, there's cops, and there's pigs. Officers conduct themselves like officers and in a lawful way. And they use discretion where discretion is necessary. Cops just follow orders and just do what they're told. And then you have pigs that violate rights. And those pigs are the ones that commit unlawful and unspeakable acts of violence against people. And then they get rewarded and then they get justified in doing it because they get backed by a thin blue line. That's a pig for you. That's my opinion. That has no reflection on MCC, by the way, guys. Hello. Somebody else is exercising too. I wonder if she's exercising rights. How's it going, guys?
I'm all right.
Pretty good. Just trying to get exercise in today?
Call my brother for his phones.
Oh, gotcha. We're exercising too. We're exercising civil rights. Our First Amendment right, our Fourth Amendment right. Those are the two rights we're exercising today. They don't like when you exercise rights in there. Probably not. You can watch his stuff on YouTube. Well, you can watch my stuff on YouTube too, but for violating people's rights. So
Specifically.
yeah, well, yeah, yours. But I mean, but they're all of our rights, and I don't mean that, and I don't mean that minimizing what you just said. But they're all of our rights. They're your rights. They're his rights. They're my rights. Even those deputies in there, they're kids. Those are their rights too. But if you got to get doing something, I won't hold you up. But
Have a great day.
yep.
That's right. We're out here protecting everyone's rights, even the people that don't like us.
Yeah, even the people that troll us and tell us how stupid we are, and I'm risking my own freedom here, guys. You think I want to do this? I'm risking my freedom. Best of luck, guys.
Yeah, I
Hey.
look, I'm gonna get it, Dave.
I'm on your side, by the way.
Shit, be nice here. You can represent me next time.
Blake says the only reason she closed all the blinds is because of a bad air day.
sounds like she needs a stylist. But it's like they closed the blinds. They shut down their whole.
Jamie.
They shut down their whole operation for cameras. What are they so afraid of? Hello. How we doing? Good, thank you. We're just two jovial, nice guys.
See, I bought a softcover books of the Constitution and all the amendments. I bought multiple ones so that I could teach my children all about the Constitution, because they are going to know their rights. And the first cop that messes with them is going to hate the day he was born.
Well, and we're trying to show people how to exercise their rights, not just because those words on paper, they're not going to protect you unless you know how to exercise your rights and speak up on your own behalf.
You know what those words
I mean,
mean
yeah, and you have
to you, what they protect.
First thing you got to know is how to recognize bluffs, and like they've already told me to get out of there 5 times while I'm recording, and each one of the times, like, okay, I know you're bluffing. Like, you're not going to do anything to me. If you do something to me, you have to do it on camera. Why do you think they want me to stop recording? Mm-hmm. So if they want to do something violent to me, there's no evidence. And then they're going to write in their little report how I was combative and I was a problem and I was the problem child here. That's what they do. And they already did it to me up in Pontiac. And if I didn't have a recording, if we had to go by what was in that officer's report, I would look guilty as hell. Right. I would look guilty as hell. But then his entire report, there was maybe one thing that was truthful in there that wasn't exaggerated, and that by no means makes me guilty of a crime.
That's right, Jamie. That's part of being free. Being able to have your own different opinions.
Yeah, even people that disagree with me.
And to voice your opinions, whatever they may be.
That's why you have the right to redress your government.
That's right.
How we doing, man?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Is it past 11 yet?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wonder what they're in there doing.
It is 11:20.
It's 11:20.
Yeah.
Well, they're back there talking. They're like, we got a judge here. This judge is really smart. How is it? Judge, tell us how we're going to be able to violate this man's rights and get away with it, Judge. And the judge is like, ah, shit. We're kind of at a catch-22. Either we do it, and we do it on camera, or we don't do it. And then word gets out to the rest of the sheep, and we won't be able to do it to the rest of the sheep. What do we do?
Jumping jacks. Come on, I want to do jumping jacks.
Like, what are we doing?
Oh, sorry.
Man, they should really start my proceeding on time.
Oh, you know they schedule like 30 people for that time.
Yeah.
And then whatever your last name is, that's where you end up.
Yeah.
Either
So
front,
and
back or the back.
Yep. And it's like, okay, take a day off work or stop doing whatever you were doing for the day. Come in here so that you can try to prove to us how you're innocent. When in the meantime, we're the ones supposed to be trying to prove you guilty. So it works the opposite way around. It really does. It's like, oh, you get your day in court.
Says they're issuing your warrant.
They're issuing me a warrant? Well, hey, I told it. You got it on camera. I said if they're going to issue a warrant, I'd come in there and I'd stop recording.
Right.
So, you know what? If they take me to jail, then that just proves my point. All that does is prove my point. They're in a catch-22 right now. They are in a catch-22. They're like, we either have to do something violent to this man, or we have to dismiss this. Which one are we going to do? Or we have to not violate his rights and let him come in here, and then it'll be even more embarrassing for him, because they're not going to be able to just march me through there like another monkey.
Just remember 8.115.
8.115?
Yep. I called and they just kept saying that it was county policy.
County policy.
It doesn't trump the Constitution or
They're
state
law enforcement
They just
officers.
kept repeating themselves.
They're law enforcement officers, and they're enforcing
Right.
policies. Everybody who's listening, they are enforcing policies when they are law enforcement officers. They are not policy enforcement officers.
Right.
You guys have heard that in a million other
Not
YouTube
policy
videos.
or feelings.
Right, exactly. So I don't give a crap what your policy says. I don't give a crap.
Policy is not law.
Hello. Did they violate any of your rights today?
I don't think so.
Well, did you go through the metal detector?
Yeah.
Then they violated your Fourth Amendment right to be free from searches.
Well, are you like out here protesting or something?
Well, I don't protest because protesting does nothing more than make you look like a whiny little. I have a court proceeding today, and so I'm here for my own court proceeding. But I'm here because these people constantly violate people's rights, and then they try to charge them money for things when they've hurt nobody, and I have a big problem with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the world is a crappy place.
It is. Do you mind? It looks like you've got paperwork. I'm on camera right now. If you don't want to talk, that's fine.
Yeah.
But did you do anything to hurt anybody?
I don't really think that I hurt anyone, no.
Okay. I mean, I don't need you to get into personal details of your case or anything. But if you didn't hurt anybody, should you have to pay these people money?
No. But it is
Right.
what it is. Gotta
Well,
do what you gotta do.
I mean, it is. It is what it is. But
Nothing I can do about it, you know?
but there is.
What?
You can. This guy's got a YouTube channel. He got a chief of police fired for violating his rights.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So you can go on YouTube.
People like you,
Thank you very much. I have a YouTube channel that's called Broken System, Broken Trust. His is Michigan Constitutional Crusader. This is what we do.
Okay.
And so I'm going to keep you off camera because I don't want to put you on camera. I'm here to film them.
All right.
And I'm here to expose their corruption and what they do to people.
Yeah.
And basically, if they didn't have the threat of arrest, would you do any of this that you're doing right now?
No.
No?
No.
Is that
I already
right?
got a chief of police fired 3 days after he falsely arrested me. Because he said on camera he didn't give a fuck about my rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they don't want the cameras. They'll throw up every objection in the book, like, oh, we want to protect jurors, or we want to protect the privacy of, like a battered wife who's here to testify against her husband. It's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
That's all horseshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to hide the fact that you're in here, basically threatening people. It's like pay up or we threaten you and we do violent things to you.
Yeah, well,
So
the world's a real shitty place. So
it can be, but
real shitty people in it.
but
so.
we're making change in
But
it.
good. It's good to have
My-
people around like you guys.
Thank you. My YouTube's Broken System, Broken Trust. So if you want to look it up. You too. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you.
Sorry, I had to mute that for a minute.
See, but this is why they should, this is even more reason why they should back off guys like us, because it's like, okay, well, look at all the people that come out.
Winston, I already stated that. You have to have their permission to record them. But notice it says individuals, not government employees. So it's talking about the citizens. You can record the government employees all you want, and there ain't a damn thing they can do about it legally.
Yeah, and I operate on a different set of laws. I operate
What's
on
up,
the...
Kirk?
And those are all statutes and codes.
What's happening?
All the laws they speak of, MCC, those are all statutes and codes. They apply to the men and women. They don't apply to us. It would be like if we worked for Walmart and Walmart comes out with a policy and their employees have to follow that policy. We're not the employees of Walmart. We don't have to follow that policy. Same thing with government officials.
Well, that's just like what, like the rules for the post office. So many people don't understand it.
Right, and then you can even show them their rules, and then they still that's how willfully blind people are.
But then there's a video out there of a postal inspector that says it's 100% legal for you to record in here as long as you're not blocking an entrance or causing a disturbance.
Right. And we all know that. We all know that if you're in there causing a disturbance on purpose just to cause a disturbance, yeah, that's wrong.
And that's why Farmington Hills needs to be taught a lesson.
Well, yeah, I mean,
because I was standing in the far back corner. I wasn't bothering anybody.
Yeah.
I even had a lady say, "Oh, if I'd have known I was going to be on camera, I'd have done my makeup," and then giggle.
Right.
Nobody had an issue with it but the employee.
Right. And then what they do, and then they'll start getting some of the sheep on their side and have the sheep start yelling and screaming, and it's like...
No, none of the citizens said nothing.
Right.
Except for when I was outside, there was one lady that said, "I don't want to be on your camera." And I'm like, well, you're in public.
Yeah.
There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Yeah.
And the cop said that was rude of me.
Oh, how rude. Well, it's rude that you carry a gun around and you impose your will on people.
Being rude if I said, shut the fuck up and go inside. That would have been rude.
Well, yeah.
But I didn't say that.
And the guy that's telling you did something rude walks around with a gun imposing his will and enforcing statutes and codes on other people and basically extorting money from them, but you're the one that's rude? That's an interesting comment from a guy who does that. So
he could just put his hand over his camera and walk through there into the courtroom and then take his hand off his camera.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I went in there and I told him I'd be willing to just audio record only. So I captured nobody's image. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to go in there and just remind him of that right now.
Into the courtroom and then take his hand off his camera.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I went in there and I told him I'd be willing to just audio record only. So I captured nobody's image. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to go in there and just remind him of that right now. I ended my life smart.
I agree, Eyes. I don't feel like going to jail right now. We have a meeting.
I'm just going to let them know, though, that, if they're going to issue the bench warrant, I'll do whatever they want. I'll hop up and down. I'll give whatever they want. Pardon me. My court proceeding is at 11.
Are you coming in?
I don't know if they're gonna threaten. Oh, you guys are watching? You guys are watching? All right.
Are you coming in or are you staying out?
I mean, if you guys are gonna threaten me with violence,
I'm going to threaten you. You have to turn your microphone off. You got to wear a mask and you got to pass through screening. Those things have to be completed before you get.
It sounds like you want to violate my rights. The only way I'm letting you violate my rights is if you do something violent.
If they're going to threaten me with arrest or issue a bench warrant, I will do whatever you want me to do.
You want to come into your court hearing?
Here. This is off, by the way. This is off.
Like I explained, if you want to come into your court hearing, you'll have to pass.
It's not my court hearing.
Did you understand what I just said?
I'm sorry. This is distracting me. Go ahead.
Did you understand what I said?
No.
Could you come into our courthouse?
Come into your courthouse?
Yes.
Who owns the building? Who owns
the state of Michigan?
The state of Michigan. So it's our courthouse.
If you want to come into the courthouse, you have to pass through screening.
I don't want to have my rights violated, but I will if somebody's going to threaten me with violence. I will. I'll do whatever you want. If
Threaten you with violence at all.
okay, well then just tell them
If
dismiss
you
my
want to come
case.
into your hearing, place all your metal items into that gray tub. Anything that would go off in a metal detector.
So I have to waive my Fourth Amendment right.
Like I said, if you want to come into the building, place all your metal items into that tub.
But why are you
When
asking
come into
me?
the building, you'll have to wear a mask as well. That's
But
mandatory.
why are you asking me to do that?
Because that's the rules of this building here.
But why? Why is it a rule?
I don't know, man.
Let's just be honest. You want to search people. Let's be honest. You want to search people. Just be honest. Start being honest for once in your life, sir.
Well, like I said, if you don't want to come in the building and follow.
You have a convenient way of not
protocols
answering.
to get in here, you'll have to step outside.
Listen, you have a convenient way of not answering a direct question.
You want
That's
to
it.
go outside or you want to come in?
I don't want to be arrested. I don't want anybody doing violent things to me.
Nobody's threatening you with violence at all.
Okay, well,
Merely explain to you what you're going to have to do is. place
what happens if I
items
leave?
in that
What
tub.
happens if I leave and I don't come back?
That's up to you.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Because if it was up to me, we'd dismiss this and we would end all this nonsense right now, and then you wouldn't have that man with camera. You wouldn't have all this exposure right now. You could just end it, and you could take money from the other monkeys that come in here.
Pardon me?
You could take money from the other people that come in here.
I didn't hear the verbiage you used before.
I said you could take money from the other monkeys that come in here, the guys that don't want to stand up for themselves.
Oh,
You can take money from them, not me.
why would you use that type of language?
What, the other monkeys that come through here? I used to be a monkey. I used to be one of the monkeys you guys marched right through here.
Used to be, right?
Yeah, I used to be. And then I
Well,
started...
like I said, if you want to come in and go into your hearing and see the judge on
It's
your
not my
case,
hearing.
you'll have to.
And it's not
put
your
all
building.
metal items into one of those buckets.
And then you can get over your
You
cognitive
won't be able
dissonance.
to record while you're in
Well,
here.
you can also get over your
And you'll
cognitive
have to don a
dissonance.
mask as you come into the building. You want to complete those? Come in and.
Are you a law
See the judge?
Are you a law enforcement officer or are you a policy enforcement officer?
I am a deputy sheriff.
Okay, but you enforce laws, correct?
Correct, I do.
I'm not recording.
Well,
Yes.
you have to show me your phone to prove that you're not recording right now.
I have to do what?
Show me your phone to prove you're not recording.
I don't have to do anything.
Well, you do if you want to be in the building.
I don't have to do anything.
Then
You
you'll leave
do
the
if you
building.
want to be in the building. This is not
Okay,
a
well then I'll leave the building. I'll leave the building. What are we doing here?
Just step back out, please.
Yeah, what are we doing? It's past 11 o'clock. What are we doing?
Okay, step back out, please.
Jesus. Here. Listen, I'm only doing this so you can see that I'm not recording. Normally I would tell you to go get bent.
Okay, well,
Okay.
you wouldn't tell me to go get back in my own building, and I've been respectful to you.
In your own building,
I've been respectful to you, haven't I?
respectful.
Sir, just
Threatening people with violence is not nice whatsoever. Do you see that? That's not recording. Threatening people with violence
Can I
is
ask
not
you a
a
question?
nice thing.
Can I
It's
ask-
not nice.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Have I-
And that gentleman can stay away from you.
Have I threatened you with?
Just stay back.
Okay, Keith, stop. Come on. Have I
Well, why
threatened-
is he here?
Stop. I'm talking to you.
Okay, then let's talk.
Have I threatened you with violence? Honestly.
Have
I
you
said
threatened
I was
me with
gonna hurt-
violence?
Have
Why
I
do
said
you-
I was gonna hurt you in any way?
Why do you think I'm here?
I don't know why you're here.
Do you think I'm here voluntarily?
I have no idea why you're here. I'm just asking you.
I'm here because I don't want violent things to happen to me, which is
Okay.
what happens when a bench warrant gets issued. Just like this man says that they're not
Okay.
searching for anything and they're not violating your Fourth Amendment
Would
right,
you-
he needs to get over his cognitive dissonance.
Okay, stop.
Well, what do you have
Would you
metal
like,
detectors for?
would you like to come in and see the judge?
No, I don't want to do any of
Okay,
this.
then step back out of the building. please.
But we were just having a conversation.
I know,
you
but
see?
I don't, but you don't wanna see the judge. There's no business for you here then.
Well, I don't want a bench warrant issue. That's what I don't want.
But you have to come in and see the judge to not have a bench warrant. You
So
have
then
to-
I am being threatened with violence.
You call it whatever you wanna call it.
Well, just because you call it a bench warrant and kind of make it seem all nice
Okay.
and fluffy,
This is I have to follow the law. Do you want to come in?
we have to follow
and-
the law. Well, the law states that you're not allowed to search people. If you want to conduct yourself in a lawful way, sir,
Sir, if you want to come on in, place your metal items in that gray bucket.
and be subject to a search.
Okay, and if you're not gonna be
If you're
subject
not
to
going
the
to do that,
search,
you'll
then
leave the building.
he's recording. You're
Okay.
gonna need to step back out, unfortunately.
He's recording, yeah, he's
You
recording
need to
everything.
step back out.
He's recording everything for my safety.
I'm
And I
asking you for
appreciate
the
that.
final time to
What?
step back out. or you will be placed under arrest.
I will be placed under arrest. Who's threatening me with arrest?
I just
So you're
told you,
threatening violent
if you
things
don't
to me.
step
You'll be
out,
arrested for trespassing.
you will be arrested for trespassing.
Trespassing is a secondary
Sir,
charge.
leave the building.
Okay, I'll leave the building. I'm doing nothing. Listen, I'm doing nothing but having a
That would be
conversation.
prudent. Leave the building, sir.
I'm doing nothing but having a conversation.
Our conversation's done.
According to you, sir.
It's done.
According to
Unless
you.
you wanna come in the
See,
building and see.
I
the
don't
judge.
want you to get another arrest. Can you please step out?
Another arrest? What? We're already going to arrest me now?
No, I know that in circuit court that you can no longer return there because you've gotten disorderly conduct. So I don't want that to happen here.
Okay.
So.
How are we doing, guys? Oh, White Lake in the house. Oh no, right, darn it. I thought you guys were White Lake.
Unfortunately, he's now got a warrant, and he's also refusing to leave the building, which we've asked him to do repeatedly. So
Okay, well then let's go out here.
Be taken into custody.
Okay, well then take me into custody. Come on. I'm not gonna resist you, but come on out here. Yeah, come on. So they just said they're issuing a warrant for my arrest.
Really?
Yeah, will you take my stuff here?